Pew, pew, pew. All right, cool. So you got your first gun. Now you're on the internet looking for accessories, aftermarket parts, and maybe a little bit of education. If that's the case, awesome. Go ahead and give this video a like and let's roll into 5 things new gun owners should know. Now, of course, this is actually 5 things like every gun owner should know. For instance, number 1, gun safety. Know your safety rules, right? There's 4 of them. We all know of them, right? There's, of course, other things that you could add into it, but basic safety rules are 1, treat every gun as if it's loaded. Cool. We're clear here. Know how to clear a gun as well. Dropping the mag, checking the chamber, locking the slide to the rear, keeping it so the ejection port is facing up. That right there could save a lot of lives. Share that, because if we can help educate people around the world, especially our youth, we have the potential at saving lives. And also like this video if you think that gun safety classes should be taught in every school. Now, with that, let's continue on here. Keep your gun pointed in a safe direction at all times. Don't be flagging anything that you do not intend to kill, damage, destroy, whatever it might be. At the end of it all, we got to be safe here, guys, and that's the most important thing. So keep that gun pointed in a safe direction. Keep your fingers straight and off the trigger and your gun on safe until you're ready to fire, which is extremely important, especially since a lot of modern firearms today don't actually have an external safety like my Bull Armory Ultralight here does. So keeping your gun on safe sometimes isn't even an option. So making sure that we're following the other safety rules is extremely important. And on top of that, if and when you are shooting, know your target and what lies beyond your target. Bullets have the potential to go through things. So making sure that you know where that bullet is going 100% of the time is extremely important, and something we're going to talk about a little bit later in this video. Number 2, training matters more than the gun. Yep, I said it. Seek adequate training from reputable instructors like my friends over at Gun Camp. That's Twista Rhymes' organization that he started to help promote gun ownership and, of course, education and information about gun ownership, which includes safety. Here's my point. Gun education, classes, things like that are extremely important, because let's say you purchase your dream gun and this is the gun that you're going to carry every single day, but what you purchased was that old school 1911 that isn't exactly the most ergonomic for concealed carry. Now all of a sudden you're like, ooh, I've got limited capacity, it's heavy, it's big, maybe it's got a little bit more recoil than what I was anticipating, and I want something a little bit more compact. I want something that's a little bit easier to stay on target, whatever it might be. Going to a course, different trainings, maybe even a concealed carry course near you before you actually purchase a concealed carry gun will help better educate you and help you make a wiser decision about the gun you're looking at purchasing. But if you've already purchased that gun, get familiar with it. Go ahead and get that training and become an asset and not a liability when you're carrying that gun. 3, know the laws for where you live. For instance, I live in the live free or die state of New Hampshire. We have like the least restrictive gun laws in the country. For instance, we have constitutional carry, no magazine capacity bans. If, however, I want to take my concealed carry across state lines to my neighbor state of Massachusetts, who does not have constitutional carry, who has magazine capacity bans, I would be facing a lot of legal issues on multiple fronts. So know your laws, both state, local, and naturally, yes, federal, but know your state and local laws for where you live and where you might be traveling to if you're traveling with a firearm. Even federal gun laws, of course, are a huge deal. A lot of you might not know that if you buy an AR pistol and you want to switch out that brace because you, well, find stocks to be more comfortable, you just committed a felony. Big time. You just violated the National Firearms Act, which Gun Owners of America is actively fighting to repeal the National Firearms Act. So support organizations that are going to help better educate you to your laws and that are actually looking to defend and restore the Second Amendment. We're additionally fighting for national concealed carry reciprocity. So keep that in mind as well. Know your laws, support organizations that are supporting the Second Amendment in every way, not just through word of mouth, and better educate yourself always. Number 4, firearm ownership isn't just owning a gun. There's an entire system behind it. What I mean by that is if you're looking to carry your gun, let's just say you buy a pocket pistol and you're going to take that term, well, literally, and just carry it in your pocket, I would not recommend that. I would recommend actually investing in quality gear, quality holsters that are going to be comfortable, ergonomic, and easy for you to use, but not so easy that it's going to like fall out. It's obviously going to give you your gun when you want it to, but not fall out. That would be a bad day. This holster specifically is from my friends over at Alpha Omega Customs. They make great holsters. Code MAGDUMP if you're looking to save a little bit of money there. In fact, check the description for discounts galore. Help me help you save some money in and outside of the firearms industry. Oh, and while we're talking about it, check out my friends over at Monadnock Firearms. They're available nationwide. They're small business, local to me, and I like to support small business where I can. So check them out. They might just have all that quality gear and two-way awesomeness that you're looking for. Pew, pew, pew. You're also going to be taking into consideration storage at home. I've got kids. I want to make sure that I am keeping my guns safely stored at all times. You're probably seeing my wall behind me hold up displays, by the way, made in America, excellent storage solution for firearms gear, ammo, whatever it might be. You're probably seeing that and it's like, well, that doesn't look that safe. They're not secure to the wall. Well, they can be. There are secure locking mechanisms that Hold Up has to offer, but additionally, I'm in a secure gun room, essentially. It's what I like to call a bunker, a basement with a lock, so that way my kids can't get down here at any point in time, without me knowing at least. And so all of that taking into consideration, owning a firearm is more than just owning a gun. There's a mindset, there's training that needs to be applied. I'm not saying mandated, but as responsible gun owners, we're looking to seek further education and training. We're looking for quality products and quality gear because, again, at the end of it all, we want to be assets and not liabilities to society. And lastly, going back to my first talking point about gun safety, knowing your target and what lies beyond it. It's being responsible for every single round you send down range. Guys, these aren't toys. We might refer to them as range toys depending on whatever it might be, but that's usually a light term that's used. At the end of it all, these are tools, and how that tool is used can either be for good or for bad, just like any other thing. So make sure you're doing your best at being an ambassador for firearm ownership. Look at it that way. And with that, don't forget, evil exists. Be ready for it. Be prepared for it if and when it comes knocking. But that doesn't mean going out looking for trouble. Check your ego at the door when you leave the house and you're carrying a gun. Engage your brain before you engage your trigger finger at all times. And don't let stupid things like road rage lead to a bad situation where there might even potentially be loss of life. Just because somebody cuts you off in traffic doesn't mean you need to brandish a firearm. Let it go, and just know at the end of the day, you're the bigger person. God bless you guys. I hope this video has helped out a little bit. I'm sure there's 5 more things that we could talk about that every gun owner or new gun owner should know. List them down below. Maybe I'll bring them up in the next video. Thanks again. God bless you guys again, and we'll see you next time right here.